Well, Paul, commiserations out in the first round of the Carabao Cup. What was your take on tonight's game?
Listen, I thought, like I said, you saw the team we put out, and I thought they did well. These players and young players, they have to experience these type of matches, and listen, it's always disappointing when you get knocked out of a cup competition, but it just shows where we are as a club. That we can't afford to, we show short of numbers, we can't afford to risk our big hitters getting injured, with a game in mind against Rotherham. But also on a positive note, it was a great experience for the boys. They did very well, very proud of them. I thought once we got back to 1-1, looked like we was going to win the game. Kelvin had a great chance to make it 2-1. So, I'm disappointed in that. But listen, I think you've got to take the positive out of it. And I think, they've gained experiences because you see the way. See the way they play, Stevenage. It's men's football. They're seasoned pros and they play, and it's hustle and bustle, and you've got to be strong, you've got to be brave, you can't be bullied. And I thought we stood up to them more so in the second half, and they benefit from that. And as I said, I'm disappointed once we got back to 1-1. Because I'm half thinking, do I bring Thomas on, do I bring Shane on? But listen, I said we're so diluted as a club with numbers. I can't afford to take risks. And but this just shows you where we are as a club at this moment of time. That we're going to have to play all these, I won't want to say kids because they're young men, and they're young men and they've had a great experience of what proper football's like, and that's the positive you can get out of it.
That's it, isn't it? Because like a lot of these boys have arrived this evening without a professional game under their belt, and now they've all got, some of them have got 90 minutes, some of them have got a little bit off the bench or starting. And Kelvin's got his first goal. They're a step on, aren't they, from where they were 24 hours ago? Well,
listen, you're right, Rich. And I think at the end of the day, I think we talk about academies, whether they're Cat 1, Cat 2. Academies are all about developing, players. In games like this, with our circumstances, allows us to look at these players. And someone like Kelvin, you're right, gets his first senior goal. He won't be able to sleep tonight. But what it also shows is that. They've got a long way to go. And you look at the first 11, maybe 13, 12 players, against Cardiff, and some of these boys we're going to need to rely on. This is what we're at the moment. We're going to need these boys, some of these boys against Rotherham. So getting this experience tonight will enhance that. It was great to see Mama Loom get 90 minutes. I thought it was fantastic. He looks like he's going to be a very good acquisition for us, and he's not even that fit yet. So he'll get fitter, he'll get better. But listen, as I said, apart from the result, the way we lost it in the last minute, that's a bit of a sickener because you think it's going to go out with penalties. But taking it away, the lads got a great lot of experience. They did some good things, they did some really positive things. Mamo came on, Kamara was excellent, set up the goal, wonderful pass. So these are people now you start looking at and think, okay, well, when you play these games, you say, how can I take the manager's eye? Can I take it and say, well, I've got an opportunity here? And there's some players who did that.
As you called it, men's football as well.
It's
totally different, isn't it, to sort of 23s, smaller, not many people in. It's as you said there, it's really about can you stand up to the challenge. And almost like over the course of the 90 minutes, a few of them sort of grew into it too.
They did, don't they? Listen, I think that's what's so important to stay in games because it can give you a bit of confidence. And I think as we got into the second half, we kind of knew what they were going to throw at us. We knew what they were doing, and then we kind of once we started playing football, we kind of grew confidence. The goal gave us that confidence. It's just a shame we couldn't have took it to penalties. Or should have won it, to be fair, with a header. But I'm not going to start, crying over spilt milk. It's a great experience for the players, and hopefully they enjoyed it.
And that's obviously now it's all back to what matters. 3 points at the weekend, Rotherham. I guess it's all about building up towards that now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be. And as I said, it'd been easy for me to play my first team 11 here, but as I say, I haven't got that luxury. 3 points at Everton. So Rotherham is for me. It's important. And you look at the workload we did against Cardiff. You look at the shortage of our squad. You can't keep up these players that keep playing week in and week out, midweek. We haven't got the strength in depth. So I've got to get my priorities right and decide which is more important. And hopefully going to Rotherham and getting something is more important.